Suddenly, my stomach was rumbling like the pains of labor. I ran to the bathroom, praying to the Lord above that the stall would be vacant. Gripping the knob and neglecting to knock, I turned the handle and found an empty commode. As I unbuttoned my shorts and began to sit, the stool began to exit my colon. The girth was beyond comprehension, and the pain became too much. I panicked and stopped, clenching the sphincter and leaving the grapefruit-sized excrement protruding from my hole. Knowing that I have been drinking, I summoned the extent of my beer muscles to expel this demon from my depths. Glory splashed down, coating my underside with cleansing public toilet water. As I wiped the sweat from my brow, I realized that the rumbling in my loins had only just begun. What happened next can only be described as a brown Niagara Falls, a watery appendix to the rock-solid body of work that preceded. The gushing continued for what felt like eternity until the leaking sewage and stomach pain subsided, leaving a burning ring of fire where my anus once resided. Wondering if days or mere minutes had passed, I wiped with a meager single sheet of toilet paper and hoped that the throbbing would cease as I gazed into the bowl. Expecting to be greeted with blood red and agony, I peered into an opaque brown liquid bowl of remorse. Against my better judgment, I attempted to flush the evidence of my transgressions. The water circled the porcelain, but the results were as expected. I'm sorry, I was unable to look someone in the eye and tell them of what transpired in stall number 2. I pitied the soul of the person that wielded the plunger and reversed my unforgivable offense. And that's the reason why I can never visit Woodland Brewery again. Okay, this happened a week ago, but the awkwardness is still as strong as ever. Stress has always gotten to me pretty easily, but the last few weeks or so have really been something else. Aside from major examinations coming up, pressure to do well for my family, and a severe lack of sleep, sometimes less than 5 hours a night, my wisdom teeth were also getting removed in a few days, which I was extremely anxious about. Altogether, I was having a pretty bad time coping with it all. So, being the horny teenager that I am, I often find solace in my penis and its best buddy, my right arm. So upon returning after getting my teeth removed in what seemed like a dream, I lay down in my living room with my family, watching TV. I dozed off a couple of times and was generally quite disoriented. Being both high off anesthetics and tired is not a good combination. And after waking feeling drowsier than ever, the upcoming exams dawned on me once again, especially since I had done next to no studying at the time. Not really caring to face the problems that troubled me, I decided to reunite the dynamic duo, that being my right arm and my beloved penis. and forget about it all. And so off I went. Except I forgot one thing. I was still in the living room in full view of my entire family. Somehow, my gassed up, tired brain managed to convince me that I was not, in fact, sitting with my family by our TV, but was instead comfortably laying in bed in my own room. I don't really understand how or why it happened. A few seconds in, and I began to notice the puzzled eyes that curiously seemed to be looking right at me, with expressions that transitioned from shock at my brazen meat smashing to anger and outrage, accompanied with intense giggling. I snapped out of it, of course, realizing the insanity of my actions, and beheld the pure, unfiltered embarrassment I put myself in. I'm not going to talk about what happened next, as I don't want to relive the next few moments. My father is just disappointed. He hasn't talked to me much recently, and the long, awkward silences on the drives home are not too pleasant at all. My mother believes that we should embrace my sexuality and is potentially setting up a group therapy session as I write this. And I'm just studying my ass off, pouring through books. It's a good excuse to be alone. I find myself hoping that none of it really happened, that maybe I was just dreaming while I was gassed up. But it did happen. And boy, does my life suck right now.